Coming up next on Good Morning El Paso, planning underway for one of El Paso's biggest parks on the east side. So what will it include? We have a preview.
Happening today, a big day for anyone living within the Isleta School District. The board will vote on whether to have a bond election in May. Also, does the latest ISIS video show a gruesome beheading? Does it feature an American? What investigators are looking into this morning.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC7's Good Morning El Paso.
A very good morning to you, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Hillary Floren. Good morning, everyone. We're looking at some warm temperatures heading our way, but also a little bit of bad news this morning, right? Weather-wise?
Yeah, exactly. Want to have a jacket this morning, too. Let's get to Crystal Clyde for a look at how our Wednesday is shaping up, Crystal.
Our Wednesday is shaping up real nice, actually, although you've got it right. Grab the jacket as you head out the door. It's chilly out there to start. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s this morning. We're at 36 in El Paso officially. Winds are calm outside. Las Cruces a little different here. 30 degrees. We were looking at wind chills into the 20s. Now right at that 30-degree even mark with a relative humidity of 54%. Not enough for us to track any rain outside. We're dry this morning. We're going to remain dry through much of the 7-day forecast, but there will be a slight chance of rain accompanied with it what Hillary mentioned, some of the worse off weather, windy conditions. We're going to look at how high those wind gusts are expected to go by your weekend, up in around 10 minutes.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks, Crystal. And now to round-the-clock coverage. One person is in the hospital right now following a crash in northeast El Paso. It happened right about 2 a.m. at Dyer and Ellerthorpe. Police say one person was taken to UMC in serious condition. The scene is clear now, so if you use that area in the mornings, you should have no trouble at all. Also, classes at the Doña Ana County Community College's East Mesa campus will resume this morning after being closed last night when authorities got word of a threat that was made against a student. The university tells us the student's ex-boyfriend threatened to shoot her in class. A spokesperson for the school says there will be increased security on campus until that man is arrested.
If you're looking for a job, listen up. There's a job fair scheduled today. It will be at the Region 19 Education Services Center at 66011 Boeing Drive near the airport. Some 50 employers are looking to fill nearly 500 jobs. Career fields include transportation, government, agriculture, education, and law enforcement. The job fair is from 9 a.m. to 2. If you missed any of this, we have the info on our website, KVIA.com. The future site of the Eastside Regional Park is still just a lot of dirt. But tonight, the city will present its first master plan that includes more than a dozen amenities. The park will be in far east El Paso on Montana and Waco Club Road. Good morning, El Paso's Denise Olivas joins us with more on what residents can expect to see tonight. Hi, Denise.
Good morning, Stephanie. In 2012, voters approved $195 million for park improvements. $42 million of that will go to complete the Eastside Regional Park. And when it's done, it is expected to be twice as big as Album Park. So let's start with walking and biking trails that will go around the entire park. Here is a picture similar to what it'll look like. And at tonight's community meeting, you'll see several photos of the park's amenities. An amphitheater will be constructed as well for local events. The park is also expected to have plenty of open space. Another major amenity, a skate park and a BMX park. And if you have pets, well, that's not a problem. The park will also have a designated area for dogs. And lastly, also a community garden. These are just some of the amenities that will be at the park. The park will be built in 3 phases. Phase 1 includes a swimming complex and community center. The second phase includes a flat field, the skate park, and the community garden that we just showed you, and then additional amenities will be added in the third phase. Again, that community meeting is tonight from 6:30 to 8 at El Dorado High School, and it's located at 12401 Edgemere in Far East El Paso. So this is a perfect time for residents who have any questions or just want to learn more about what their neighborhood will look like in the next few years. It's encouraged to attend that meeting. Hillary, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Denise. We're also learning more about the new Riverbend hike and bike trail that'll be in the Upper Valley. The pathway will be on Riverbend Drive between Frontera Road and Turnstone Drive. Now, this project manager was on hand to speak with residents at yesterday's meeting. We learned that construction on the project will take longer than 3 months. City Rep Courtney Nyland says the project will provide sidewalks so children can safely get to the schools in that area. Construction for this is more than $1 million, and it's expected to begin in September. And there's another public meeting that you can take part in today to voice your opinions. The Robinson Avenue reconstruction project will be the subject of a meeting this morning at 7:30 at the Village Inn near UTEP on Mesa. And as we said, the meeting for the large new East Side Regional Park, that will be tonight at 6:30 at El Dorado High School.
We have an update to the halting of President Obama's expanded immigration order. The ruling put the brakes on the expanded Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, which was scheduled to begin today. A woman we spoke with who did not want to be identified admits that she arrived here illegally in 2007 at the age of 14. She says she came in early to apply for the expanded program, but now she's wondering what might happen.
Really disappointed because a lot of the people that have dreams like me, we want a better future. So it's really going to affect me if they stop the DACA program.
The expansion would cover people who arrived in the U.S. between June 2007 and January of 2010. It would remove age limits so more people could get work permits and avoid deportation. President Obama has vowed to fight the injunction and is predicting he'll prevail.
We're learning of chilling new details this morning that the ISIS member featured in the newest execution video may have American ties. Investigators are now poring over the new video. ABC's Valle has the latest that's developing right now.
The new clues that could help identify this masked ISIS leader, heard briefly in the gruesome video showing the beheading of 21 Egyptian Christians.
Today, we're on the south of Rome.
His speaking patterns and his facial features now being carefully analyzed by U.S. intelligence officials and compared to Americans known to have joined ISIS.
He says south instead of south, so he's not from Canada.
Linguist Eric Thomas says the ISIS fighters' distinctive pronunciations point to a possible U.S. background with some Arabic influence.
All praise is due to Allah.
I think he sounds pretty American.
Officials don't know for sure how many Americans have gone overseas to fight with ISIS, but there is growing concern about the effectiveness of the group's online recruiting. Up to 40,000 ISIS supporters believed to be active on social media each day. The U.S. State Department now trying to counter the extremist propaganda with its own social media campaign, calling ISIS fighters cowards.
We need answers that go beyond a military answer.
Egypt struck swiftly at ISIS targets in Libya this week, revenge for the killing of its citizens, and is now calling for U.S. and European help to rout ISIS from Libya. The recent unrest in Libya has allowed ISIS to gain ground. Still, some Libyan leaders condemned the Egyptian airstrikes as a violation of the country's sovereignty. Bazi Kanani, ABC News, Washington.
Let's go ahead and take a live look this morning at I-10 and Piedras. Remember, I-10 East was shut down from KVIA to Paso this morning, but you can see it is open at this time. It was expected to be open by 6, but it actually opened about half an hour ago. The same 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. closure will also take place tonight and Thursday night, so keep that in mind if you're getting on the road in the evening or the early morning.
Well, we talked about this yesterday on Good Morning El Paso, and it was on social media all day. Music lovers getting pumped up for Neon Desert Music Festival this year.
Coming up, we're going to take a look at what fans can expect this Memorial Day weekend.
Also, how close is El Paso to getting a Dave & Buster's? Well, we found out that has a lot of people buzzing as well.
But first, Crystal Clay has your forecast. Crystal.
And we are talking temperatures a bit cooler than they have been in some areas, but by the afternoon, could we be above average? We'll look at the numbers after your break.
Thanks, Crystal. This is ABC 7, where news comes first.